Hello Irish Channel USA. It's husband again, here to review some things we've put together for our spring camping trips. One of the things we've been doing here at the farm is clean up some old kayaks that I bought, and you'll see pictures of those. But in the meantime, we've been getting our cutlery ready for camping, kayaking, and fishing things coming up later. So I wanted to look at a few of the things we picked out that we like. My personal favorite is SA 4HM, the handle modified version here. It's my personal favorite because it fits my hand very well. And we've combined that with this sheath with a ferrocium rod here to start fires. And it fits very well. And opens up to clip on your belt to come off easily. Probably gonna put another connector of some sort on the back side, maybe a super glue or something just to hold it, so I'm not gonna be taking this off, and take out some of the movement there. But I haven't done too much with that one. If it's just me, if I'm camping by myself, I have basically the same rig. Okay, but I have a Becker, it's an SA Becker combination. It's made by Becker, but it's got, it's a joint design knife. And it fits on here, and I have it copied on here. It's a little bit bulky, but if it's just me walking, I have my camp food prep knife. I have my shelter prep knife right there. Sometimes I also carry a neck knife. That way I always have some. It just depends on where I'm going. Bear country, carry a little bit more than others. Or if you're working, if you're in the boat or something like that, it's easier to carry one around your neck sometimes to access. And same knife, different handle, get a little bit better grip. And this one actually wears, you can carry around your neck. This way, and actually holds right there, so it's very convenient. And if you need it, you just pull it out. So that's ones I like to carry. And of course, I always carry a pocket knife. The flavor of the week is Benchmade Grip Tillion full size. I like this knife. It's very sharp, very good knife. This is the standard SA4, has the sharpened top, which is handy for doing some things. Cutting rope in particular is what I found it's good for. You're working it back and not wanting to cut through a whole lot of stuff. It has a little bit of a finger choil here, which is nice if you're doing fine work. I tend to prefer the just the straight handle, the HM handle, personally. This is the factory Kydex sheath, not an aftermarket one. No, what did I do? I grabbed the wrong one. The 4 is a little bit thicker than the 3. This is the one for the 3. Knife shape is the same. This is the one for the 4. Fits in, locks well. Ferrocium rod. This is a nice little gadget here. This pulls out this way. It's a little arrowhead. It's good for doing really fine work, making a fish spear, making an arrowhead, things like that. More for bushcrafting, survival type knife. Just it's kind of handy. Comes in handy. It's kind of a neat gadget, so I put it on there. Always looking for more knife gadgets. If I'm doing big work, we're actually going to build a shelter and stay in the woods for 5 or 6 days. This is my Becker BK9 aftermarket sheath, because the one that came with this knife, if you pull it hard, would cut right through it. So not quite as sharp as the Essies, but it's very heavy, very good, feels good in your hand. Do get a little fatigue swinging it a lot on here. Doesn't look like it, but I've actually used this knife a fair amount. I've resharpened it several times. I've had this knife probably 15-20 years. Not so much on the sheath. I've actually gone through 2 aftermarket sheaths, and the original cloth one is in pretty bad shape, or nylon cloth. It's nice. I like this one. It has a drain hole in it. Cut a lot of reeds and stuff. That's why the blade isn't really nicked up. It's nothing really heavy stuff that I've cut, vines, weeds, but it has done a lot of cutting. That's it for these. Now we're going to look at the knives I have for my wife for camping and for what she carries in the car for emergencies. This one, my wife is smaller, small hands. We have an SA3, and I got her the one with the serrations on it, and orange handle, so she drops it, she can find it quickly. And it's a good knife. It's got some jimping in the back to get a better grip when you're working on things. A slight choil here for a better grip. A little bit of a little thing in the pommel, and it has the modified here in case she needs to break glass or something like that. This is a very good knife to keep in your glove box or pretty much anywhere. It's just an excellent blade. Factory sheath, good retention, no droppage, good clip. You can hook this on your seat belt, on your belt, or anything else. This again is a little arrowhead one that SA makes. These things are just really cool. A lot of usage for doing things, stripping out tinder, making a little fine, very fine tinder if you're doing a spark fire, things like that. Ferrocium rod. She does carry a sparker, or you can use this one or the back of your knife. And I keep it locked in here so it can't come out. And I keep it right there. So this is just a good all-around camp knife, kayak knife, whatever you want to use it for. It is a carbon steel blade, so if you're going to be spending a lot of time in the salt water, there may be better knives to carry with you there. This is her pocket knife. This is a good camp, all-around, everyday knife. It's a full-size Griptilian by Benchmade. Good single-hand opening, closing. Very fast knife, easy to reverse. Good feel to it. I take the clip off. It does come with a clip. I take that off so it drops in your pocket and just sits there out of the way. Carry one of these pretty much every day myself. This is the knife camping or kayaking. This is a good knife. This is another one of the SA Becker collaborations. I think it's a BK 14 or 16 maybe. I don't remember which one it is. But orange scales. As you'll see, all of her knives have the orange scales, so she can pick them out and see them, and we don't get them mixed up if we're in camp and we're doing something. It's easier to tell when you pack out one black knife, one tan knife, one orange knife. It's just a good way to quickly inventory when you're getting ready to head back to the house. Good knife, rigged up. I think this is actually my sheath, but rigged up the same way as the other one to carry around your neck. If you're out walking around, you don't want to carry everything with you. You just grab a quick knife. This is a knife I like to use for foraging. If you're foraging in the wild, getting some food, some plants that you want to try, and play primitive. This is a folding shovel. Not something you want to carry with you everywhere, but if you're kayak camping, it's good to have in your kayak. You can always use it as a backup paddle. Folds up. Serrations here. Sharpenable straight blade here. This is not sharpened, but it could be. And makes a good shovel. Makes a good folding tool. Folds all the way up. Bring it out this way. You can use this to lock it in place, but we're not going to do that right now. This makes a good trench. If you're making a hole to use for your latrine or to bury some of your food scraps or anything else that you're not packing out. Obviously you always want to pack your trash out, but If you have some food scraps left over, you might bury those, or bury your fire, things like that. Folds up nice and neat. And like I said, this one is made by Gerber. Bought this off of eBay. It's a military issue pouch. Drops right in here. Snaps together. And we keep this in the trunk of the car just for emergencies. And it's also, you know, doubles as a good camping tool as well. And again, I wanted to show a comparison between the standard. This is kind of the standard for everybody, the SA4. This is the 3. The back side is exactly the same. But you see the difference in the blade length there. That's the difference in the two. One of them is a little bit thicker than the other. The 4 is a little bit thicker than the 3 in the blade sizing. A lot of people like the 3. I prefer the 4 because I just like a little bit longer blade for myself personally. This one, however, the balance is phenomenal. It's an excellent choice for anybody to use. These are the two different pommel shapes. You have the rounded and you have the modified with the point. So you can go on Knife Center or Blade HQ or the SA site and get some ideas about different options you can get with these knives. There's quite a few small little subtle variations and a whole bunch of different types of grips. I like the Lennon Macarta, which is what this is. And these are, I'm not sure if these are G10 or what these are. These are an orange scale. And it's got a little smudge there, but that'll come right out. The linen will actually darken with the oil in your hands over time. And you can see it starting right there as you carry it. My HM is getting quite a bit darker than it was when I got it. Because that's the one I carry and do everything with currently. But the orange ones clean up and stay clean pretty well. This is the last knife in her kit, and this is an AUS 8 blade stainless. Left a clip on this one. This is a Chinese made blade, and this is a Randall Adventure Company knife. You can see it right there. Who is they're the people who design these other blades as well. But this one is just a good small, easy to throw in your pocket, easy to throw in your kit, glove box type when you just need a small pocket knife, type of pocket knife. It's a very good all-around knife, and it is a model. It's a Model 2 Randall Knife and Tool, Randall Adventure Training Ontario Knife Company knife, and she made that one. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy the review.